Hello, my beautiful souls, and happy Monday. I am here with another video focused on our crystals. And today I am going to talk about crystals for inner strength, right? So, that inner strength, that quiet, steady power inside of you that helps you keep going when life feels chaotic, when life feels uncertain, or when life feels a little overwhelming. I could be talking about any time right now that's kind of going out in the universe and in the world right now. But I just want to remind you that inner strength isn't about being hard or emotionless. It's about resilience. It's about courage. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next step, to keep moving forward. Even when the path doesn't seem fully clear or fully laid out. So, crystals can be very supportive, companions, things that you hold. They can be great reminders. They don't, however, replace your own wisdom. Let's be clear on that. Crystals are a tool. They help you remember. They give you something to focus on. Think of them as energetic little allies, helping you feel grounded, helping you feel brave, and helping you feel steady, right? This is, you know, crystals aren't a magic potion. They're not something that will replace. They are a beautiful, wonderful tool to use and to help you along your journey. So we're going to talk about some of the most supportive crystals out there and kind of what their meanings, how they can help you along. And I apologize right off the bat that if I mix up the pronunciations of some of these crystals, I do apologize. And also, as always, I have my notes here so that I have something to refer to make sure that the information that I'm giving you, number one, is correct, and number two, so that I don't miss anything. The crystal projects are truly important in that they are something to truly help you out. And I just don't want to miss anything, right? So the first one that I'm going to look at is the black tourmaline. And this talks about strength through grounding. One of the most, and this kind of encourages kind of all through, there's 7 crystals I'm going to go through with you. And a lot of them, it's about grounding. Finding that inner strength is a lot about grounding and making sure that you're just not focused so much on the chaos that's around you, that it allows you to kind of come back within yourself. So, upon saying that, the black tourmaline is strength through grounding. It's like an energetic anchor. It's beautiful and wonderful when life feels chaotic, emotional, or draining. This crystal helps you feel stable and it helps you feel protected. Inner strength not only grows when we feel grounded, but it helps and grows when we feel safe, right? It's really hard to find that inner strength when we're kind of all over the place. When your energy isn't being pulled in every direction, you can think more clearly. You can respond instead of react, and you can stay rooted in your truth. It's a wonderful stone to carry with you when you're going through stressful situations, difficult conversations, who doesn't have those, or emotionally charged environments. It reminds you, I am grounded, I am steady, and I am supported. So the second one that we're going to take a look at is the tiger's eye. And I have this one and I use it a lot. It is a stone of bravery and personal power. It helps balance fear with confidence, and it encourages you to trust your decisions. Sometimes we lose our inner strength because we doubt ourselves. Who hasn't doubted themselves, right? Who hasn't sometimes, if something isn't quite going the way that you want it to, you start to spiral a little bit. So we overthink, we second guess, we hesitate. So the tiger's eye gently strengthens your inner voice, and it helps you to move forward with calm determination instead of that anxious energy. Oh, I got to make a decision. I got to make a decision. It's especially helpful when you're facing change, stepping in outside of your comfort zone, or making important life choices. Kind of all things that require just a little more steadiness. So the tiger's eye whispers to you, you're capable. You got this. It's a beautiful stone. So the next one is chameleon. So motivation and inner fire. So carnelian, sorry, I told you that I would probably mess up some of the words. The names of the stones, I do apologize. So carnelian carries warm, energizing energy. If your inner strength feels low because you're tired, because you're discouraged, or maybe you're emotionally drained, it helps you get back up after setbacks, reconnect with yourself after disappointments. It reconnects you with the passion for life. Inner strength isn't always or only about staying calm. Sometimes it's about finding the energy to try again. Carnelian reminds you that your fire is still there, even if it's just a tiny little spark. So the next one is hematite. And this one represents emotional stability and calmness. Ooh, another one. Hematite is deeply grounding and balancing. Again, what did I say about grounding, right? When emotions feel overwhelming, or you're spiraling into worry or overthinking, hematite helps bring you back into your body and back into the present moment. So inner strength grows when we're emotionally regulated. I said that kind of at the beginning too, didn't I? When we feel centered, we make better and wiser choices, and we don't get swept away in the chaos of life. Hematite's energy is it's that feeling of calm. It helps you when you're holding it, when you're focusing on it. It reminds you to breathe. In fact, it kind of feels like a whisper of breathe. Or it might feel, you can kind of liken it to a calming hand on your back, just reminding you, you've got this. It's okay. Take a few deep breaths. You can handle this moment in this time right now. So the next one is labradorite. And it is in regards to strength during transformation. Oh, those transformation moments, right? Labradorite is the stone of inner magic and resilience during change. Most people have a little bit of a hesitation, especially when it comes to situations or they themselves changing. You might be all for the change, you might be ready for the change, but there might still be a part of you that is like, whoa, change. Life often asks us to grow in uncomfortable ways. Transitions can shake our confidence. They can make us question ourselves. Who hasn't done that? You know, when things are kind of moving to the next level or you've got to change some things, who hasn't all of a sudden looked at themselves and gone, why exactly am I doing this? Am I really ready for this? So labradorite supports you when you're becoming a newer version of yourself. It strengthens your intuition, reminds you that even when things feel a little wonky, a little uncertain, that you are being guided. That inner strength comes from, looks like trusting the unknown sometimes. Inner strength builds and it grows. Labradorite helps you feel spiritually supported while you navigate this new and interesting territory or life path. So the next one is red jasper. Now, this is it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. And it represents steady and enduring strength. Red jasper carries a slow and steady, enduring energy. It doesn't rush you. It doesn't overwhelm you. It actually helps you build strength that lasts. And who doesn't want that, right? This stone is kind of a quiet perseverance. It's especially supportive when you're healing from very long emotional battles, burnout, or ongoing life challenges. Red jasper reminds you that life is not a sprint, it's a journey. Just keep going forward, one step at a time. And that gentle perseverance and persistence is often the truest form of inner strength. So the last one that we're going to look at, and I love this one because I have this one too, and it is clear quartz. And it represents amplifying your inner power. So clear quartz, as I stumble, is known as a master amplifier. It doesn't just bring its own energy to the party, it amplifies the other energies. So it's a great one to pair with like any of the ones that I said above. It also amplifies your intentions and your existing strengths. So when you set the intention to feel stronger, braver, or more grounded, clear quartz helps magnify that focus. It brings clarity to your mind, and it strengthens your connections to higher wisdom. It reminds you that your strength doesn't come from outside of you. It already lives within you. So if any of these 7 stones really jump out at you, that makes you really think, hey, I need to know more about that. or I want to look into that, or that's something that I really need. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know which one kind of resonates with you the best. Which one really speaks to you? So, how do you work with some of these crystals? I kind of mentioned, if you haven't seen the first video where I kind of go through some of the ways why crystals are important, or how to take care of them, or how to use them, I recommend you go and check out that first video. And I will also link that one in the notes in case that you haven't seen that one yet. So how do you work with these particular crystals? Let me tell you, you don't need it to be complicated. You don't need specific rituals. Keep it simple. Keep it in the heart. You can carry one or a couple of them in your pocket as you go through your day. Or very specifically, carry it in your pocket when you know that you've got some challenging things happening that day, difficult conversations, emotional moments that you know that are going to be a little bit tougher. Or, those are perfect stones to carry during transitions, things that are changing, new opportunities, new jobs, different decisions. You can also place one on your desk or beside your bedside table as a visual reminder of your inner strength. And the last way, and one of the most beautiful ways that I also use my stones, is meditating with one, asking to feel more grounded, setting those intentions, helping you to feel more grounded, more brave, and supported during that time of meditation. The most important part out of each one of these, and this is just the first of which crystals to use in this series, and this one is again focused on inner strength, is that it's not so much the ritual, the routine, or how to. It's the most important part is your intention with it. Remember that the crystal is a tool. I mentioned this at the beginning. Your awareness is the real power. So I just wanted to thank you. Crystals support your inner strength, but they don't create it for you. That strength has always been there. I know it might feel like it's been hidden. It might feel like, whoa, no, I'm just developing it. No, it's always been there. Every time your inner strength grows, every time you choose healing, every time you set a boundary, every time you get back up after a disappointment in life, every time you speak kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down, that's where inner strength grows and forms. That is inner strength in action. So these crystals simply help you feel connected to that truth when you forget. I so appreciate you being here. I so appreciate you watching this video. I thank you for the time spent here learning, nurturing. And if you have any questions, or maybe some specifics that you want to see me do a video about, or which crystals would be the best for, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And I'll get one of those videos going for you. I hope that you walk forward feeling a lot more grounded after this video, a little more confident, and deeply connected to the spirit you already have within you. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week in the next video. Love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.